So now that we have a search completed and we've looked over our references, I'd be the first to say that it's not looking that good for stop smoke. There are several references in there with just about exactly the same features. And if we applied for a patent with this invention as it is right now, we would get a 102 with probably some of those references on the rejection. If you remember, a 102 is when the patent examiner finds one reference that has all of the same features that are claimed in your patent application. When you find yourself in this situation, you've got two options. You can either throw the invention in the wastebasket and move on to the next thing, or you can take the invention back to the drawing board and try and refine it by adding some features and making improvements that aren't there. Like we said at the beginning of the course, it's very often the case that the inventing does not start until after the patent research has been done and you see what can be improved upon. And that's also where you're going to find success in the marketplace, because what you need to do is move beyond what's already there. I did a little brainstorming with some of the instructors, and we came up with a couple new features for stop smoke that might help get it further along towards patentability. The first feature is an audible beep. We already have the various electronics on board to have a progressive timer, so it shouldn't be too hard to add a beeper. What I'll do is go back to my feature list that's on my spreadsheet, and I'll add the beeper function. Just like with my other elements, I'm going to devise some keyword synonyms that can be used for searching. Hunting through, I've come up with audio, sound, audible, acoustic, beep, speaker, loud, and finally horn. If I cross these keywords with my cooperative patent classification code A24F15005, which is our closest classification to the invention, I get one new reference and one old one, and I can see that it's old because when I enter it here, it shows up in red. So this element might help some if it were in a patent application, but it's hard to say if it would get me around all of the rejections. Let's take the invention in a more modern direction and add some sort of Bluetooth or wireless connectivity. I'll add some keywords for that, which I've devised already. I'm now going to do that search string in the same way. I have a reference that I've seen before that's on my list already. When I look at 6606997, I see the package and timer, but I don't see the lock. Also, the communication is discussed, but it is not fully developed because the hardware is not shown. Also, the device does not use Bluetooth to connect with a phone. So it's there, but it's very opaque. Having added some features to the invention, we have increased its chance of getting a patent, but it would probably still take a very clever patent attorney to get us anything for stop smoke. As it is, this is part of the process of inventing, doing your research and then figuring out what features are missing from the art that's already there.